Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Spider-Woman, issue number 7. This is a King in Black tie-in, and this stuff on the cover actually happens. Guys, I really enjoyed this comic book, and wow, plus a little bit of wow. I'm saying this was really impressive. I loved the hell out of this. Let's get talking about who made this comic book. We'll talk a little bit more about the book itself. Carla Pacheco is the writer, or Carla Pachito, anybody who reads the letters column. Perry Perez on art, Frank Diarmata on the colors, VC's Travis Lanham doing the letters, and Jung Yoon Yoon doing the cover art. Couple of variant covers out there. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying. And this is, of course, kind of a King in Black tie-in. I'm telling you, if you gotta write a book and you gotta make it a tie-in, this is probably one of the ways to do it. If like you're not really that interested in getting that into the story, because King in Black stuff happens here, but she has to fight one of the dragons, and much like Metallica's Ride the Lightning, she rides a dragon. Yeah. Many people have ridden a dragon before. I'm actually a little bit disappointed that I didn't get a Khaleesi comment in here because that would have just been epically perfect. But it is what it is. That being said, we have from the beginning the preamble, the where the letters are saying, "Hey, look, here's this, here's that. This is who what Spider Woman is. This is what happened recently in the comic books, and we're all caught up, right?" But then there's also that page in the beginning that just shows the combat and the black in the background and what's been happening lately to get us caught up in a visual sense, also, which again I've praised many times, praising again right now. This one wasn't very complex. It was very easy. Is this a way of phasing it out? I hope not. Or is it a way of just simply saying not enough happened in, previous issues that you need to know to understand where you're at now? In which case, I'm in love with that concept. There's no need to overdo it. There's no need to start shooting a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to make it any more dead. By the way, stop shooting horses, dead or alive. It's freaking mean. What the hell, dude? Anyway, then again, there is glue. Guys, I'm in a really weird mood because I genuinely liked this book, and I've been reading a couple books that I didn't like so far, which is strange. But in this particular case, here's a new comic book, a fairly new writer, and yet I'm really digging this. And some of the guys who've been around for a while, I feel like they're just losing it. This, you got Luke Cage and Iron Fist, and first off, huge props for somebody like me. It seems like a simple task that you recognize that Luke Cage is the original hero for hire. Yeah, sure. Freaking Danny Rand came along later and was like, "Hey, man, why don't we join? Why don't we make this thing called Heroes for Hire, and we'll beat people up for money?" Which is especially bad considering the fact that he's a freaking corporate tycoon billionaire who just doesn't need the money, but he wants to beat people up for money. Oh my God, he's the real Marvel Universe version of Batman. It's not been Moon Knight or Daredevil at all. It's been Iron Fist the whole time. Holy crap! Holy crap! Now we need to get some like fisterangs or something for the guy to a fist symbol. No, I don't think that's going to work. Anyway, there's also a fight in here between Iron Fist and Jessica Drew. No spoilers, but the moment where he says, "I'm not your friend," was a very badass moment. I have to take in a headcanon also that he's a hero and he's a martial artist. So that's one of the things about either being the big guy or really knowing what you're doing in a fight, like having a lot of experience in a fight or being trained to fight, like Iron Fist's case. I mean, how many, seriously, on one hand, you can maybe count how many people are equal to Iron Fist, right? Not a lot. Not in the Marvel Universe by itself, anyway. And I have to keep in headcanon that I'm sure he's still held back because he is a good guy. He is a hero, and he does have that ability. Look, Jessica Jones is no slouch when it comes to fighting. Her military background, like her super spy network background and whatnot, she definitely knows how to handle herself in a fight, even if she's depowered. Heck, just look at her back in Madripoor in the volume 2 of Wolverine in the early issues, right? She was amazing. She looked good with short hair too, I'm saying. And I like the idea that a lot of people find things for Spider-Woman to do once in a while when you actually like the character. Can we tell that everybody involved in this book likes this character? Yeah, a lot. she gets into it with Carol Danvers, and look, you're drugged up, you're whatever, and sometimes you say things that you don't necessarily mean, but you say them because you just need to hurt somebody or something because you're in pain. And if there's somebody around, and it's weak, like we know that it's weak, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, these sort of things, I don't know, I guess they happen, and not to pat myself on the back, but I think sometimes the strongest people can forgive that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not easy. It's not, but you have to remember sometimes people aren't really where they want to be. And yeah. Anyway, um she actually does hurt Carol Danvers in this. She hurts her physically, for sure, which was impressive. And Perez is a freaking beast with his art in this book. Mind you, I'm saying that having been praising his art in this series since issue 1. And I'm saying he's a beast in this one also. The ability to draw fighting scenes. How many good fight scenes have you actually seen, not read, seen in comic books? Not too many. Most of them are Conan issues from back in the 80s. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying. This was really good, though. For as short as it was, suddenly I'm wondering if this team wouldn't be interested in doing an Iron Fist book. I mean, granted, I'd like to see Brisson jump back on it, but whatever. It is what it is. Pacito is doing amazing things in this book, and I'm loving it. Every single thing that I'm reading in this right now, I'm loving this. Even seeing Jessica, as hot as she is, with the booger snot running down her face and over her mouth. And she's yelling at the same time. So even though most of the scenes we see her with her mouth closed, sometimes with her mouth open, she's talking. Some of that's going inside, and it's like, ew, the taste. And that's probably pissing her off even more. Like, I'm going to kick your ass. I have to taste this stuff. You're dead. Like, it's really bad. But she does manage to hurt Carol in other ways too, and it's really rough. And it's a funny thing. You got to remember something. Strangers on the internet, and I get internet randos all the time that just you shut your mother. There we go. But for the rest of human society, it's usually our friends and family who can hurt us the most. Not in that order, because they know us so well. The more someone knows you, the better they're able to hurt you, right? So, it's a shame when a friend actually pulls something off like that. Also, I don't know where some of the crazy freaking ideas come from in this book, but I'm here for it. I'm here for every single second page and panel of these issues, because holy crap, dude. I have never in my life thought of the idea of Tony Stark having a yard sale. And yet here we are. No, that doesn't actually happen in the book. You have to read the book to understand. I'm here for it. This is an amazing book. I absolutely love what I'm reading in this. Guys, that's pretty much going to be it for me. Like the video, watch an ad, and, whatever, comicbookuniversity.com. Not saying anything, I'm just saying. There might also be a surprise something over in Comic Book University waiting for you. You never know. Might be. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.